The Adam Gravitz Sports Show.
What's happening, party people? Welcome to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. This is Jack. Say hello, Adam.
Yeah, what's up? I don't know how much shit we really have to talk about.
I have lots of good stuff. I had a really good mojo event today.
I don't care about your mojo.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
I don't care about your good vibes.
So I was walking Tilly, and
oh my God,
we got to
I don't care.
We got to the corner, and I saw a dog that was just kind of loose, and so there's a dog that had run away. So we sent Tilly home with Alicia, and then I followed the dog down the street, managed to corral it into someone else's backyard deck area, and then I locked them up, and then I posted online, and it just so happened the Ring doorbell, there's a social media aspect, so I posted I lost my dog, and it was a picture of that dog. So then I'm like, I have your dog, and I sent them the address, and then they went and got their dog. So I was the neighborhood dog hero.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I did something good.
Huge news for you.
I think I saved the dog. That dog could have got easily run over by a car because it was a very dumb dog.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a sports show, so what are we talking about sports-wise?
I mean, well, your favorite team, the New York Knicks, swept in their series. The sun never sets on the blue and orange.
Time out. According to Kenny Atkinson, the series is probably 2-2 analytically.
I mean, in one sense, they're even, but in another more important sense, Knicks wiped out the Cavs.
The series was over as soon as they blew that.
Yeah,
game
that
one.
was their shot. They shot their shot and it was done.
I mean, look, you credit the Knicks. I mean, they couldn't miss a shot. Now, I don't know if that was just because they were insanely hot or the Cavs were playing no defense. The Knicks deserve to win the series. Have they had a relatively easy run to the NBA Finals? Yeah, I'd say playing the Atlanta Hawks, a meh team.
Yeah. A
banged up Sixers team and a Cavs team that's, mentally weak. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty easy road. Now, again, they deserve to be there, but they're going to have to play like a real team in the NBA Finals. So, I know all the Knicks fans and the New York media is going to be all kissing their ass, and they should. They made the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years, but you're going to have to play OKC or the Spurs. Competition gets a little stiffer. That's all.
Yeah.
No, the Cavs. Listen, one of my good friends is a Cavs fan. He didn't even really watch much of Game 4. He's just done with them. The problem is they're so capped out. I don't even know how you fix them, to be honest with you. Because you're not. I mean, I guess you could trade Mitchell or Mobley, but I don't know. Jared Allen makes $28 million. James Harden, I think, is getting an extension.
Yeah.
Which, whatever. Dennis Schroeder makes 15. That's a bad contract. Max Strus makes good. It's just, they're capped out. I don't know how you fix their team. Are they really just going to run it back? I mean, they just announced they're bringing back Atkinson.
Yeah.
The thing that everyone's saying is, bring in LeBron, but, LeBron's not going to help their defense.
Right.
Their defense was terrible. LeBron is as good, as good as he still is. He's 42. His defense is lost a step.
Right.
I'm do I see LeBron and Harden mixing together? Not really. If Harden wasn't there, I think the fit would be actually really good. But Harden, Mitchell, and LeBron, that seems a little wonky. But I mean, they got to do something. But I mean, like I said, they're bringing back Atkinson, so can you really run back that team? I guess.
I mean,
but I saw you could, in theory, the Lakers do need a center. Could they do a sign and trade of Jared Allen for LeBron? I guess you could. If LeBron agrees a $28 million deal, because that's what Jared Allen makes, you could do that. But look. The Cavs are in trouble. They did this to themselves though. They should never have gone 7 with the Raptors. They were a much better team, and they had to grind out against the Pistons. They were spent. but like that didn't excuse the fact that they were basically uncompetitive for 3 games. So, but yeah, congrats to the Knicks. Like, good luck getting a ticket for those games. I've seen some stuff. No bullshit. I saw a post that said like 4 tickets, like 3 rows from the court, were going for $1 million. We're being listed for $1 million.
No, they weren't.
I swear to God.
No way.
I swear to God.
That sounds
crazy. The
crazy.
cheapest ticket, by the way, the cheapest tickets for like the shittiest seats, okay? $3,500. That's insanity.
So stupid.
It's insanity.
Just watch it on
now
TV.
Again, like if you've got the money and then go ahead. But like these prices are just—it's incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think the Knicks will be competitive in the NBA Finals. I would pick either the Thunder or the Spurs, whoever wins their series, to win in 6. I'd say, but it's still a great accomplishment for the Knicks. But yeah, they earned it and they were dominant. So.
Yep. Well, that's good. Right now, the OKC is up 9 as we're talking.
This is why it's crazy that OKC missing 2 of their top 7 rotation players, and after getting their shit pumped by the Spurs in Game 4, are currently up 9 points. That's crazy. But I guess it's just like
that's why you build. That's why you build a team with plug and play players like that.
But the old saying is like role players always play well on their home court. So I assume, I haven't seen the box score, I assume that like one of their role players is stepping up right now.
I can tell you.
Which role player is stepping up? Because obviously Shea's going to get his points. Like I'm sure. I think Holmgren. The parts I was watching.
Chet Holmgren has 8 points. Wallace has 7 points.
There you go. You just answered.
Caruso has 5 points.
Once again, guys who did nothing in Game 4 are now stepping up in Game 5.
Yeah.
But hey, look, this game's got a long way to go. Like, we'll see what happens. I think this goes. It probably goes 7. Let's be honest. It's probably seriously going to probably go 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, NBA's been awesome. I don't know what else. Is there really anything else?
Another thing. There's a big other big sports news. Josh Jacobs arrested today on domestic violence
4
charges.
misdemeanors, 1 felony. It looks like it's domestic.
Yeah, battery, domestic abuse, criminal damage of property, disorderly conduct, strangulation, and intimidation.
Yeah, I guess he was dating some influencer for like a year. Not a good look.
No.
I assume now. Here's the problem with the NFL. Like, I could see this somehow getting pushed towards like, how it always works with this. Like, it always like the trial or the decision always happens like after the season.
Right.
But like, if I'm the Packers, I would probably sign a running back as insurance just in case.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have a good backup running back. And there's guys out there, like I think Nick Chubb is still out there, like Najee Harris.
Nice.
Or you could trade for somebody. I'm just saying, like, if the NFL had bought, like, now again, innocent until proven guilty, but like, so I don't know what happens, like with this.
Bad luck. It's running back.
Not a good look, but, like,
here's
I don't think
the biggest crime is he's a running back.
But Green Bay's not going to like suspend him themselves. So, like,
what I'm saying, what we know though is that running backs have less leash because you can find extra ones.
It's easier to find one. I'm just saying, like,
you don't have to make bad optics choices because of it.
I think Green Bay, to like safeguard themselves, should sign a running back.
I don't see why not.
If they're smart. But I saw that story too.
And then your favorite guy,
also,
Derwin James, signed a mega extension, 3 years, $75 million, highest paid safety in the NFL.
I mean, that is going to be one of those things. I'm sure that you could go back to an Adam Gravitz sports show where I'm sure I said I wanted Derwin James on the Dolphins. Dolphins had a chance to draft him and stupidly passed on him for another safety. Another safety in Minka Fitzpatrick, who has had a good career, but like, that would have been so perfect to have a guy from my favorite college team go to my favorite pro team. But of course, the Dolphins fucked that one up and did not draft Derwin, and now Derwin is I don't know if he's the best safety in football, but he's certainly in the top 3 to 5, and he's not losing a step. So good for him. Glad that he's glad he got an extension. Also, I saw a former one of your former Terps is working out for the Wizards tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jacoby Gillespie.
Gillespie.
You were a big Jacoby Gillespie guy.
He's a good player. He's a bucket.
No, he's not.
He's a bucket.
No, they're working out a whole bunch of. I've seen it. Like they're working out a whole bunch of like late second round pick guys.
Okay.
I mean, there's names you've heard of, like that little short point guard Braden Smith. I think they're working him out.
Seems reasonable.
But yeah, no, I mean, nothing new to report on that front. I guess like all the mock drafts that have been updated, like all 10 of them that are like reputable.
Yeah.
Have the Wizards taking AJ? I think it's.
I hope so.
You know. Yeah, I saw also the Bulls apparently like inquired about the pick. It's like, what are you gonna give us? You have nothing.
Yeah.
Like at least the Jazz have like 8. I mean, the Jazz have the second pick in Ace Bailey. In theory, they could offer, which they're not gonna do. But like, what are you gonna offer me if you're the Bulls?
Yeah.
What, the 4th pick in Mattis Buzelis? Like, all right, I mean, it's a start. But, like, I don't want anything else off your team. Like, what are the Bulls doing? Like, you actually think we're going to trade? Like, also, why would you trade if you're the Bulls? Like, you're in the – if you think of it, like, you're actually in the best – if you really think about it, don't they have maybe the best pick?
No, they don't. But they're in a spot – they're in a no-lose spot. They're in a no-lose spot.
That's what I'm saying. They're literally
that's
like,
not the that's the piss. That's the pick where
okay.
if you have no guts, sure, it's a gutless pick.
But what I'm saying is, would you rather give up like the farm to move up to get AJ, or just stay at 4 and take the 4th best prospect in a 4-player draft?
Yeah, they're in a fine position. However, if you believe that AJ DeBonsta is the guy, then you do it. You move heaven and earth to get him.
Right, but here's the thing. If you think AJ DeBonsta is the guy, how much are you going to have to give up to get AJ DeBonsta in that scenario, Jack? What would they have to give us? Realistically, what would they have to give us?
I don't. There's no price they could pay.
That's what you're saying. Like, if you think AJ,
can I ask you a question though? I'm looking at NBADraft.net, which I think normally is okay.
It hasn't been updated in like 2 weeks.
But they have the Wizards drafting number 1 next year also, which doesn't make any sense.
Because they do it by the that can't happen with the new lottery rules.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No, they're doing it because of
it
can't happen.
Yeah, it's just they have Elijah Arenas at number 1, which
drafting first next year is because of the lottery results.
Just the way they set it up. Yeah, it looks like it's a copy and paste. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just reading that the Bulls were interested. It's like. It's like when you see these teams that like the Giannis teams that are interested, which again, speaking of that's what we can talk about. That's a story we can talk about. Apparently, Mark Spears, who is a reputable NBA reporter, came out with a story saying that the Wizards might be a wild card for Giannis. That to me screams like an Ernie move. Now, I will say this: it's not going to happen. If you told me I didn't have to give up the number 1 pick, Alex Sarr, or Keyshawn George, we can talk. How about that? Everything else could be on the table. But you get my point. Like, if you told me I could keep basically AJ, Sarr, and Keyshawn George,
yeah,
then let's talk. I could build you could build a package around like AD, Trey Johnson, Bub Carrington, and some picks. Okay. They wouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, like, that's the thing. It's like, what, like, why would the Wizards, that just doesn't make any sense to go for Giannis. Because they're not one player away. Like, obviously, I'd rather have Giannis than AD. You'd rather have Giannis than AD. But, like, they're not going to do a Giannis straight up for AD trade.
That doesn't make any sense.
Now, that would be awesome if they did, but they're not going to do that. Also, there's another stupid story from some Twitter dum-dum that the Wizards might be a wild card for LeBron. No. I can just tell you no. No. Cool story, but no. I love how they're just linking everybody to the Wizards now.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of, like, it's better to be talked about than be like the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't make any sense. Like, no, I mean, if you told me that, like, Anthony Edwards had interest in the Wizards, I'd be like, okay, maybe we can start thinking about something. But, like, Giannis just makes no sense. Like, that to me would be like, Ernie would have a hard on and be like, let me trade 9 first-round picks right? And like everything else I can give up to get Giannis and win 40 games.
Right.
Like that's the other thing. Like I don't know. Like these teams that are interested in Giannis, don't you have to like strip your team down to like the studs just to get Giannis?
Well, then why would that be appealing to
No,
Giannis?
it's not like Miami came up with they had an interesting package from like Miami that like wouldn't totally strip them, but like I don't know. Is Bam Adebayo and Giannis gonna? How many games is that winning you? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, how many games is that winning you?
It's not winning you a
Like,
title.
those are your two best players. I'm not saying it's not good, huh?
It's not winning you a title.
No, I don't think it's winning you a title. I mean, it's probably making you like it's probably where they always are. Like, what is Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, and Giannis winning you? Because that would be like their three. I don't know, but yeah, no, I thought it was interesting seeing that the Wizards were like on the fringes, I guess, of this Giannis stuff. But I agree. I don't think like now if the price drops. And like I said, those three things because you would agree, like if you were listing the three things that are non-negotiables, would you say the three things that I listed would be your non-negotiables? Like, who would be off your, like if you were doing let's say you were crafting Giannis trade, let's say for some fucking reason Giannis didn't want to go to Washington, which
right,
whatever. What three things would be off the table for you? Off, like non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable players on the Wizards.
Non-negotiable players or picks, Jack. Players.
All right, hold on, let me go. Let me review the roster. Hold on.
Correct. I mean, I think you would agree with the three things that I said.
I think that's a good start. Let's look at my roster.
I'm saying what would you disagree with of the three things I said?
I wouldn't disagree. All right, so I'm keeping one.
Right. You're keeping Sar.
I'm keeping Sar.
What would be the third thing that you would take off? Like they'd be like, no, I'm not stealing this team in Milwaukee. Like, would it be Keyshawn? Would it be Trey? Like, which of those two? I guess it would probably come down to those two.
Yeah, I would just.
So, like, which of those two would you be like? Probably Keyshawn because he's a little bit more versatile. Like, I'm just asking.
As long as I get one or the other.
Yeah, so you would maybe say like, okay, you can have one of those guys.
Mm-hmm. If they need it, I wouldn't start with that.
Right. I mean, I would try to like be like, hey, are you interested in Bilal?
Right.
Which they wouldn't be.
Pack him up quickly.
Saying, like, but I don't know what it like because I bet there are teams with better packages. Now the Wizards do have picks to trade. Like they do have a lot of extra first round picks. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's garbage. I think it's more likely he ends up in like Miami, maybe Boston, like a three-way trade.
Yeah.
So like for Jaylen Brown in some aspects. So I don't know. Look, would Giannis be cool in DC? Yeah, it'd be great. But like he's old, like he's 31, gonna be 32, and he's had a lot of lower leg injuries. Not the greatest look.
Suboptimal.
I don't know. Listen, I'm just ready. I am just ready for the season to end, to be honest with you, like just so we can get to draft stuff. I just want the draft to happen. That's it. I just want the draft to happen. Right? I mean,
I don't want to hear about any more thinking about it.
But that's what we're going to get for the next 3 weeks. That's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
True or false? That's what we're going to get. We're just going to get like more rumors and like. I will say one good thing is for the last like 2 weeks we haven't heard anything about like Jazz rumors with the Wizards.
No, that's slowed down.
So what that means to me is like
ain't gonna happen.
I think they probably realize like
ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So.
Which is good.
Yeah,
that's what we want to have be
be
the case. Now they're doing these outside nonsense things.
But I just love seeing like the Nets are interested in our pick. Like that's great. How about give me your franchise and we'll give you the number one pick.
Yeah.
Like the Bulls, like I don't understand what these teams are going to give us. Like the Nets, especially. Like I guess the Bulls. If you really love Caleb Wilson, which I mean he's good, but like. I guess, like, but like, you don't. I don't know, man. I've repeated it every podcast. You don't. When you get the number one pick, you don't trade it.
You don't trade it.
You just don't.
Another thing.
I guess
is hockey still going on?
I guess like the Knights are on the verge of a sweep over the Avalanche, who was like the prohibitive favorite.
Good. I think the Knights are fine.
You don't like the Knights?
Sure.
Shut up.
Why would I not? Why would I like the Knights any more or less than anyone else?
Okay. Get excited for a Knights Hurricanes Stanley Cup. I'm sure you're excited about that. Oh, you're excited for that?
Yeah, it's all the same to me.
Okay, it's all the same for you.
It's all the same.
What else? At least for me, niche sport-wise, college baseball just announced their NCAA seedings.
Mm-hmm.
FSU, for like the 800th time, is hosting a regional.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I don't know if it's ever going to get played, though, because I don't know if you've seen like the weather in Florida for the next starting like tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're getting, I think, again, I might be misinterpreting the numbers, but I think I may have read like 6 inches of rain in Tallahassee.
Woof.
So, and I think like someone posted like the 10-day forecast in Tallahassee. It's like, I think the tournament's supposed to start on Friday, and it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day was like 90% chance of rain. So, not sure how many of these games are going to get played.
You should play in a dome.
Yes, you're so fucking dumb. You are the dumbest.
Why don't they play in a dome?
Really? So what? So every team should just build a dome?
Yeah.
So every college team should build a dome.
No, they should play in a neutral, centralized location where they all play in a domed facility.
You're so stupid.
Why is that so hard? It's supposed to be the World Series.
A dome for college baseball.
It's the World Series of baseball. They should play the games.
Well, Maryland did not make it.
I don't care.
Oh, see, this is so bullshit because like 3 years ago, you're like, Maryland's a baseball school.
No, but in that moment we were, and now we're not, and I don't care.
Yes,
that's how sports works.
But we are playing, look, Florida State gets to play St. John's. It's a big rivalry.
I guess so. Does St. John's do the baseballs like Florida State do?
Apparently, they won the Big East. I don't know how
the
good
Big East still exists.
The Big East.
There's like 4
baseball,
teams
apparently.
left. Good for them.
Oh, like Georgetown played in it. Creighton was in it. I don't know.
Does the Big East have like a spades tournament team too? Is that their next big sport?
Actually, UConn plays baseball, and they've been good in the past. So
great.
Look, I don't know much about it. I do know there's 4 teams in each region. The other good team in our region is Coastal Carolina, who was the runner-up last year in the College World Series.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have a completely different team.
Right.
But they'll be a tough out. But no, listen, I love college baseball. I mean, FSU's not going to win the title, but hope they can make it to Omaha. That would be nice.
Yeah.
And their draw is pretty good. Their draw is very nice. Like they would match up with Alabama, who's not like the toughest other seed if they get through there.
Awesome.
I'm excited. You don't care. I mean, this is the thing. You have nothing to talk about.
I'm saving up all my emotional sports energy for UFC 250 that's at the White House, where I can watch Sean O'Malley face off against Aliman Zahabi in the bantamweight. And it's only going to cost $60 million of taxpayer dollars to have this fight happen.
When your boyfriend posts all these dumb AI images of what he thinks it's going to look like.
Well, they're building this stuff now.
Do they realize that, like, you can't have that many people at the White House?
Oh, they're building a $60 million octagon and temporary like sports facility on the lawn. It looks ridiculous.
You can't have this many people on the White House.
Oh, they're going to have like 10,000 people on the lawn. That's it.
How's anybody going to watch any of it?
Well, no one is. That's the whole point. It's a big scam. It's called money laundering. So what you do is you have inflated costs.
Did you also see that your boy apparently canceled his trip to go to Camp David because of bad weather tomorrow? Which, by the way, do you know what the weather's going to be? It's scattered thunderstorms.
Scattered, yeah, it doesn't matter.
So he's full of shit.
No, he doesn't want to go.
He did have his third physical in 13 months.
There's
most people have 3 physicals.
So
some
people think the word annual means once a year. But there's another equally accurate definition of annual, which could be however many times a year you want to do it. So this is his thrice annual checkup, which again, most annual physicals, when I go to my annual physical, it takes 30 minutes. I take my shirt off and they say that's fine. I pull my pants down and it says that looks okay. Yeah. So when you have a thrice annual, it could take 7, 8, 9, 10 hours to presumably do what? Who knows?
My new favorite thing that he does is at his cult rallies when he's like, the cognitive test, they ask me pick a number, and like the best part is when he's like just picking random numbers like 740, multiply it by 19, divide by...
He's just making up numbers,
The
yes.
best part is nobody's like, somebody just says, "Oh, I got the number." It's like he doesn't know the answer. He's just picking numbers.
Well, he's
out of
making
that.
stuff up because that wasn't a question.
It's hilarious though, and the crowd is like, they're like seals. They're like,
Yes.
"Oh my
No,
God,
that was
so
never a
smart."
question. It was I looked at the test.
We know what the Montreal Cognitive Test
It
is.
is remember the number 17.
No.
And
well,
then they have you do 5
the-
more questions, and then, hey, what was that number we said before?
No, I think that the cognitive test they use with numbers is like count back 7 from 100.
Well, that's one of them. And then there's another one that's like, hey, remember this number, and then you have to, like, 5 minutes later ask what the number is. There's another one.
Complex math, by the way, the complex math problem that not you, I mean, there's no chance you could figure it out on the fly.
That he just made up?
Yes, there's no way you'd figure it out on the fly, Jack. Don't
I mean,
pretend like
also,
you would.
he'd be saying the random number he's saying it's unsolvable. Yes, that's a thing that no
No,
one
it
was.
wasn't unsolvable. Like somebody like did the math and it was like, it was like, I forgot what
A
the
fraction?
answer was. But like, no, it was like 20,000, whatever.
Okay,
Point is,
whatever.
And then he's like, I got it right. It's like, you are such a child. It's remarkable how much of a child.
I want to see him do the clock drawing test, where they ask
That
you
would
to
be
draw a
fun.
picture of a clock,
Yeah,
and
no, I
then
know.
you get graded based on how close
Look.
to a real clock it looks like.
Listen. He can't. There's a reason. I think there's like something floating out there where like his class rank at like Fordham was like 365 out of 366.
Don't sell him short. He was 364 out of 366.
Again, he's not a smart person.
We all know this.
Again,
At his best, he was not the best.
right. But
Now
no,
he's not there
right,
anymore.
I just love when he does the number thing.
Yeah.
Because what I would love for somebody to do, like I wish. Okay, what I would like
Yeah.
is during one of the rants about the ballroom or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he brings up makes up the numbers, right?
Yeah.
If the media had any balls, which we both know the media has no balls, then you know what somebody should say?
Yeah.
And what's the answer?
Yeah.
Tell us what the answer is, because you're so smart.
Yeah.
What would he say if you said that? Go ahead.
What a nasty question. Who are you with? Yeah, that's fake. They used to be good, and now you should be ashamed of yourself. Ask such terrible questions.
It was just, again, you have to go find the transcript of when he was talking about the
Of
numbers.
course.
Dude, he was like 203, multiply it by 14, divide by 2, add 2,000. It's like, my dude, what is going on in your brain that this is what you're coming up with? And he's like, and I got it right, and they clapped for me. It's like, no
one claps during a dementia exam.
He doesn't
Unless they
understand
want
the
you to look
difference
over here. Hey, over here. Look over here.
My favorite thing is he still doesn't know the difference between a cognitive test and an IQ test.
Oh, he thinks a
cognitive test
cognitive
is-
function test is the same thing as an IQ test, correct?
God, how is this the president of the United
He
States?
also thinks that James Talrico is a
vegan?
he also thinks he has 6 genders because he is
I saw that.
cisgender, and he misheard and thinks it's 6 genders. I don't know what he
is that
misheard.
what it was?
Yeah, so he's being described as an ally who's cisgender, and he heard that as
Oh, he thought I meant
cisgendered.
6 genders? He's a
And then
fucking
I'm not
idiot,
sure what
fucking
he
idiot.
thinks was said when he said he's a vegan, but
I know.
who knows?
But anyway, last thing we can talk about, our entertainment page.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Highly recommend the Netflix documentary The Crash.
Yeah.
Need you to watch that if you want to
Okay.
see an example of some of the shittiest parents on planet Earth.
Okay.
Go watch it. I'm sure you have not watched it because you don't want to
Not
watch
watched it yet.
it. It's probably it's probably been recommended for you.
Perhaps.
Okay, and then our favorite show, Euphoria, is almost ending. I will say it's been a bad season. The second to last episode, though, kind of redeemed itself, Jack.
Okay.
I mean, look, spoiler alert, Nate Jacobs is dead.
All 3 of our listeners are now spoiled by you.
You're such a dick. I'm sorry. Fine, Jack, what would you like to talk about? Some stupid fucking Marvel shit? What do you want to talk about?
No, Euphoria is a fine show to talk
you
about.
hate you. I was just saying, the season's been bad.
Yes, but you're happy Nate's dead.
I am happy Nate's dead. Also, The Boys is over.
I know. I'm now ready to click the button for my free
The
trial
Boys is over.
and watch it.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll like this last.
It's fine. I'm sure it'd be fun.
But no, I mean, look, Euphoria's got its. They call it their season finale on Sunday. I don't see how it's not the series finale because I can't see.
It took them like 5 years to get back to here.
I don't see any scenario in which like all these new like A-list people like Sydney, which by the way, for like you said, the 3 listeners, Sydney Sweeney, I don't know how they got her to agree to like do a full-on sex scene.
Mm-hmm.
She had like a full-on sex scene in this last episode.
Okay.
Like, just saying. I don't know how they got her to agree.
That's
to that.
the show. The show's having sex and doing
All
drugs.
I'm saying is, I don't know how this is in the series finale because I can't imagine how you can get Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney to do another year of this shit.
And they mailed it in this year too.
Yes and no. I think like the beginning they did, but I think they've kind of like anyway.
So you think that the show found its voice and its stride throughout as the year progressed?
This last episode was very good. But anyway,
Great.
Go watch The Crash on Netflix.
Okay.
You won't, I know, because you're so busy like rescuing dogs and doing some other bullshit.
Look, actually, I know no shit. I was walking Tilly again like later this afternoon. Guy pulls over his car, rolls down the window, and he's like, "You're the hero of the neighborhood." He said that to me.
Not one person.
I swear to God, I swear.
Nobody said that.
I swear he said that. No, it's literally it's a dude at the end of the street.
Did he call you sir?
No, he didn't say sir. He said no. I don't think he knows my name. But he said, "Hey, you're the hero of the neighborhood."
I'm sure
he did.
He was crying and he had tears in his eyes. He said, "Sir."
He said when I heard the story and I thought of my little dogs and how you were so brave and saved this one dog.
Trump, you sound like Trump. This is such a Trump sounding.
And then I'm gonna go build a UFC arena in my front yard.
God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Like I say that for oh my God. DC is gonna be a fucking shit show.
It already is.
I know, but I'm saying like that Saturday or no, what day is the
14th?
It's on Sunday.
It's the 14th.
Oh, it's a Sunday. Even better.
Well, look, he doesn't want to go to church, so the best way to not go to church is to have a UFC fight in your front yard.
How many people can you actually have like on the White House lawn for this stupid?
Here's my question: if it is safe to have all these people and Trump out there watching fighting, why does he need a ballroom?
What the hell? You know what? That's a valid question. I don't know.
Why does he need a ballroom?
He doesn't need a ballroom. Well, don't worry. There was another assassination, quote-unquote assassination attempt, and he put it out there that he needs another ballroom. He needs a ballroom. So,
yeah, because he was roaming the streets. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Again, everything is so stupid.
Outside the fence line.
Gas is still up. Everything is dumb. We're not in agreement with anybody, but yeah, we're fucked. I don't know, man.
It's all good. Okay. Well, great. That's been fun. You thought there'd be nothing to talk about, and here you are.
No, it's just you want to talk about your rescuing dogs.
I did. I'm a hero. They should have a parade for me.
You're not a hero. Yeah, I know. You're a hero that people said, sir, you're such a hero. I know.
Tears in their eyes. All right, for Adam, this is Jack. This has been the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. Have a great night.